dreams will be. And can't you see all this world, and all of them are yours? And yours is my heart, it yearns to be with you. And that's all I want you to do, is just dream. 'Cause tomorrow I'll be with you.
this.
No, you're good. Check 1, 2. There it is. I got it. Go ahead. Yep. Let's go. So there we go. Let's start over.
Gotcha.
Okay, here we go. We're going to do this all over again. I'm going to bring this back up on stage. I'm happy you're here. Thank you for joining me. This is the free AI workshop with me, Paul Carpenter, and I'm so happy that you're here. I hope you like this whole entire back end. It was brought to me by my friend Kent Excel. If you don't know who he is, please check him out. Amazing gentleman who is doing amazing things with people in the community of magic and business and performance. Please check him out. So here we are. If you got here, you came here from the Google Meetup. That meetup should have all the information that you need. If you don't have that information, it should be in the description of this video. And if you don't, just in case, I'm going to go ahead and copy it, paste it, and put it out now for everybody live. So give me 1 second while I do that. All right, here we go. So I should be able to do this to everybody, and you should have all the links and everything you need here in a second. Okay, so there we go. If you have those links, you have just been sent to this location. Let's do one page at a time here. And let me remove this. You are going to have this page, this right in front of you. This is your AI Foundations Mastery course. This is everything that you want to know. This is where you are going to want to be for the next couple hours and or in the future for yourself. I did everything I could to make this the easiest for you to understand, for you to be able to build and learn step by step. If you're a beginner and you have no idea what we're doing today, you're like, I have no idea what AI is. This is a class for you. If you're an intermediate and you want to learn how to make things a little bit better, or maybe even things you didn't even know about, this is a class for you. If you're an expert and you're some kind of badass coder, this is not for you. Although I will tip some things that go into that direction as I'm going through this course. So if you don't understand some of the things that I'm saying, words that I use, there's a glossary here. We'll open that up. It gives you all the different terminology, everything that you could want to know, all the different back ends from each module. So I broke out everything down to module, everything down to make it super easy. This is to give you as much as possible and to make it as easy as possible for you. That's my whole goal here.
The links that you just posted, for some reason, are broken. If you can give me access to the documents, then I can share them in the chat. You just go to the documents yourself and share it physically with kentexl@gmail.com, and I will post
the links in the where?
Watch.
Okay.
The links that you just posted there. When I click on it,
yeah,
it says this file does not exist.
Okay, let me try and fix that for you. Yeah, no problem. Thank you, Ken.
I wasn't the only one. I wanted to make sure Jeffrey just posted it. He had the same problem.
No problem. Let me go ahead and just grab the actual files for everybody one by one and do that. So I've posted these out like crazy before, but we'll do it here because I want everybody to get it. So this is the ultimate resource guide that I'm putting out first. So let me know if this link works. I want everybody to have everything. So yes, please. And thank you.
I'm going to check in the calendar invite right now because those are the two documents, right?
Yeah, they should be in the
calendar invite links work.
Okay, good. Those do work. Okay, great. So those are the links. And I just posted the resource guide. And the other thing that I've posted is this actual workbook, and that workbook should work as well. So once again, if you came through the actual Google Meetup, that should all work. And then, and I'm going to go ahead and post this, which is the actual workbook as well. And that should be going out to everybody as well on YouTube and on Facebook.
Yep, good.
Okay, good. All right. So I'm going to give everybody a couple seconds just to load up and get into the workbook so we can all be here together. So once again, this is where you need this book. This is everything. And within this everything, I tried to make things as easy as possible for you to follow the guide, to do this all by yourself, even without me anywhere near you, so that you could just go through it. I even went as far as taking the entire workbook and turning that into a ChatGPT bot. So if you click on that link there in the workbook, you will open up a ChatGPT link that is directly what this whole entire workbook is about, which is the history, types of, and everything we're about to go through right now. So now you have your own AI agent that is of the workbook for you to be able to go through and talk and ask any question. You're perfectly able to go there. So now let's get back into the actual foundations and what we're doing. There is the resource guide, which we just posted. A lot of the links, a lot of the places that I talk about throughout this entire process are going to be in the resource guide. So that way you have that as well. So in this table of contents, we're going to get into what this whole thing is about. So I wanted to make a complete teachable guide of everything I've learned over the last 2 or 3, 4 years that I've been really heavily involved in AI. So I wanted to give you the history of AI, types of models, then all the different types of companies that are out there, what their use cases are, how to make images, videos, music, how to take a document, make it into a website, how to vibe code, how to understand all the different aspects of what AI can be for you. And then I wanted to give you even more than that. I'm going to give you a bonus section on how to start your own business, how to write your own book, all of it, even distribution ways to get your music out there and be heard by millions of people, all right now. So that's what we're doing today, and that's kind of what we're in. So the table of contents is broken down a couple times. The first one is really short, broken down version, which is what you're seeing here now. And then it takes that same 1 through 5 and then makes it a lot larger. This is for you to go through it step by step and walk through it yourself. So you don't have to have me. Again, if you don't want to watch this whole 3 hours and you just want to do this by yourself, by all means, take it and run. I hope you enjoy it. I hope you learn everything you want to learn. If you want to learn how to use each one of these systems and have a little bit of history lesson on large language models and Geoffrey Hinton and Alan Turing, which we're going to do in a second, then this is for you. So this gives you everything. That's what the whole idea is. Again, the modules are made a little bit larger here in this index, this table of contents. And now we actually start the first module. And each one of the modules has an image that you can just go up to and zoom in on or download, and you can look at it at your own will, and it's going to give you the history of AI. I made this particularly bigger and larger for you to go through it yourself. I'm going to go briefly through each thing because I don't want to sit here and go through an entire course that would be like a college style course. I want to give you the best pieces of everything I've learned over the last 3 years. That's the goal here. So as we start, I would like to bring up this PowerPoint, which is, if you want to follow along, it's in module 1 at the beginning, and you just click on that. And I made this with this website called chat.z.ai. And I'll put that in the chat so that everybody can see this. If you want at your own time and leisure, you can go sign up and use it for free. They give you a certain amount of credits for free. And it's really good. You can take a document that you've written or that you've gone to ChatGPT or Perplexity and done some research, and then ask this AI to create this PowerPoint, and that's what this is. So what you're seeing here is the foundation in early dreams, 1940 to 1960. And yes, the idea of AI has been around since, I believe, the first time ever written was 1870 something, and it's in a book called Irwan, just spelled exactly like the supermarket. And it's the first time that there's an idea of a machine that's smarter than man that was written about. This doesn't really come into form until we have Alan Turing, and he asked the question, can machines think? This is where the Turing test has come from, which is if a machine can act as much like a human to the point where another human can't tell. And of course, we've surpassed the Turing test many times, and we can get into that later. But right now, we're just learning the beginnings. Now, in Dartmouth in 1956, these gentlemen right here, Claude Shannon, John McCarthy, Marvin Minsky, Nathaniel Rochester, all came together, worked together. Also, Geoffrey Hinton was there. And they came up with this idea of the neural network, how it would work, how it would be able to interact. Then the first actual chat model that ever was created was called ELIZA. And in the workbook, there's actually a link in which you can actually go talk to the ELIZA model, the original model, and see how it was working. That's kind of amazing because it was in 1966 when that happened. And then what happened is people thought it was going to be able to do everything, right? It was going to be able to take over the world. It was going to, and all these movies and awesome science fiction writers started writing about these ideas. And then what happened is that what they call the winter, and the first AI winter happened. And the reason was because processors were very small, the computers were large, took up tons of energy, and so it took years for that to get smaller and smaller. There's something called Moore's Law. I don't know if you've heard of this, but it's the idea that the size of a chip would get smaller and smaller and smaller. We're now down to an atom, turning on and off, and that's how you're getting your ones and zeros that give you the information that you're even watching right now live, which is mind-boggling if you get into it. So that's a bit of the history. If you want, you can go a bit deeper, which is, again, you can go back to your workbook and you can go even deeper into this. And you can even talk to ELIZA, like I said, and click on that link, check it out. As a matter of fact, let's just go ahead and just look at it really quick and say hello to ELIZA. Oh, no goodness, that's no good. She's not here. We're gonna have to fix that link real quick. So let's see where I am, and let me start sharing with you guys again on the foundations. And let me go find you, ELIZA, really quickly. And it's a very easy Google search of just saying ELIZA first chatbot, and you can actually click on, I believe, the first one, which is mass work, and I believe that's the one that works. We're going to try it now. Yep, here we go. So this is mass work, and I'm going to go ahead and give you guys the link so you can see it if you want to check this out yourselves. And I'll go ahead and change the document as well so it is congruent. Okay, so we fixed that and we fixed that, and now we can get back to ELIZA. So again, this was the first chatbot that was ever created that you could talk to and have a conversation with, which is actually kind of cool. Trying to find out what tab it's on. I've got a million tabs open right now. There she is. And you could say something simple like, hello, I'm doing fine. And you would state your problem, how you feel. And you would say, I have a stuffy nose and a headache. And she would then go into the conversation with you. This is a very cool thing for 1966, folks. So, I mean, that alone, that you could actually have some kind of conversation with her was mind-blowing. And nowadays, you can have these things working for you 24 hours a day, 6 days, 7 days a week in the back end, doing whatever you want, which is, again, mind-blowing. So let's get back into the Foundations Mastery course, and let's get back into what we were doing here. So as we get into this next module, what we're going to start dealing with is the different types of AI. And you might think that means that there's different companies that have, but that's not what I mean. There's actually different types in the sense of how they're made. Now, I like to say that AI is raised or grown because it's kind of what happens. So there's what's called a large language model. And a large language model is based on a big data dump of information. Now, you could go to that large language model and you could say, hey, I want to I want to know, like, Jack and Jill went up and it will then enter the word that it feels is going to be the next word. That's how this works, right? Each letter that you use, each word that you write in the question it's going to be its result back to you. That's what a large language model and how it's built. And so now what happens is that while they're building it, it might start writing code. And they go, wait, we don't want that. That's no good. So they'll take that node off and remove it so that this large language model doesn't do that anymore. But then they can take that node, like a tree, and plant it into something else and then create just a model that writes code. So, for instance, Claude from Anthropic writes code very, very well. And so other models, for instance, are called like diffusion models. Diffusion models will take many images. They're usually made for making pictures and that kind of thing, or even videos. And they'll take fuzz and they'll break that fuzz down until it starts to create an image. And then that is how you're going to get a diffusion model to work. Now, all of this, once again, I'm going to go back into the screen here, show you exactly what we're talking about. If you go into this, you can see this little PowerPoint here. I want to bring this up. And again, made it with chat.za, .ai, I should say. And this is the types of AI. So again, large language models, as I was saying, is a massive amount of information dropped down into it, and then it breaks it down by probability of what would be the next thing to say or to write back to you. A diffusion model, as I would say again, will break it down until the image is seen and then created. Now, what's cool is, as of recently, they're starting to put these models together where the model starts to understand on some level that if it sees ducks of all different types and all different colors and it understands that that's a duck. And then it says, oh, that's a car. And then it starts to get even more in depth in the chunking and layering of what that thing is. So in other words, red Ferrari with certain tires, whatever. And this is when you get into prompting what you're going to need to do, instead of just saying, make me a cool car or make me a fast red sports car. You have to get very descriptive and you get a much better response. Music models work much like diffusion models. in the sense that it has a bunch of music styles, but it's instead of trying to propagate through words, it's propagating through sounds and ideas like that to create the music. Now, again, as I was saying, these models are starting to come together. So you can get large language models that can write the entire music for you. And then this diffusion model that starts to understand words and ideas and even tonality or feeling, and starts to be able to create voices that mix and match that then turn into a full song. And we're going to do that today. You're going to write your own music. You're going to hear your own jingle, whatever you'd like to do. We're going to get to it. So then we start getting into what's really popular this year as of 2026, which are AI agents or autonomous agents. So all the things that we've just talked about, these large language models, different types, we're going to get into the specific different types and what they can do, what they're powerful for, and then how you can now give one of these autonomous agents all the keys to your life, if you will, and say, well, here, go make me this business, or make me this PDF, or write me this website. And all of that can be done for you now. It's, again, mind-blowing. So the next part of that is what we're going to get into now, which is our third part of this whole entire beautiful journey. And again, I want to say thank you for hanging out with me. Thank you for being with me. Thank you for watching this and learning with me. If at any point in time you have any questions, or if you want me to go deeper into a certain subject for some reason, please totally get involved. Write some messages. Kent's here. He's in the background. He'll answer anything he can. But I want to do as much as I can for you today. And I want to get through as much of this as possible in the next 2 to 3 hours. I also do want to take breaks just for yourselves, for myself, so we can all get up, stretch, not be stuck and confined for 3 hours straight. So we will be taking a break in about 20 minutes or so. So, just want to be here with you. All right. So let's get back into the Foundation Mastery course. So we're looking here. We've just gone briefly through types of models. And there's this really beautiful video here that tells you the 7 types of AI. Artificial intelligence, as it is today, is not smart. It's very capable at any one thing. For instance, like a reinforcement model works very much like a Pavlovian bell ringing concept. So let me kind of break it down for you. Imagine if you had a square room, and then in that square room, we're going to create a 3-dimensional model of a worm that has maybe 4 pieces, and in between the 4 pieces, there's 3 ligaments. And we're only going to tell the machine that it feels good when the ligaments move and it does some kind of action. That's all we're going to tell it. And then we're going to put it in that room for 1,000 years. And then over a very short amount of time, it learns how to move all over this box. And then you say, okay, now there's a piece of food. Boop. And every time you hit that food, A, you are amazing, the most amazing feeling in the world. And B, you move into a harder area to play to find your food. And without giving this thing any information whatsoever, without giving it how the rules of this world work in any way, shape, or form, it starts to be able to challenge itself to move into millions of different iterated models and more complex versions for it to be able to acquire its food. That model in itself was used by Google to create what's called Google DeepMind. That was used in ways to create, play video games. They started with Pong, then they played chess, and it beat the best chess player in the world. I believe that was Deep Blue by IBM. And then they started playing the game Go, which is a very intense, hard game. And it started beating the best player in the world. And then that same model was used when they started understanding how powerful it was. They used it with something called Google's deep fold, where they took entire proteins that they didn't understand and they taught it how to mix and match and work together. And that's a whole thing that you can go look at that's on the Google back end. Like if you go to Google Collabs or Google Labs itself. And I can bring that up really quickly just to kind of show it to you. But it's absolutely beautiful what's going on in the world of AI and how it's being used in ways that you, the consumer, and me, the consumer, don't see on an average day. But I mean, amazing things are happening in science just from that thing alone. And let me see once again, Google protein folding, just to show you what this is and how cool it is. It's called AlphaFold again. I think I called it Deep Fold, but I'll share this with you guys. So AlphaFold is what you're looking at here. And it says accelerated breakthrough in biology with AI. And that's what they've done. It's amazing. It's absolutely amazing. If you want to do some more research on this or just check it out, it's really cool stuff, like very, very cool stuff. So again, what I was trying to explain is that there's different types of models and none of them are very all encompassing, very smart. They all do something very well, but just very well at one thing. Trying to put them together, it gets very complicated and very convoluted, and they get very confused. Now, there's a thing called hallucinations, and my best way to kind of give you an analogy of this, and I don't like the word AI hallucination because it's not really congruent to what's really happening. Let's say you start a chat inside of a large language model like ChatGPT, and you start talking about waterfalls for some reason, and you're just wanting to know more about waterfalls. So you do me research on waterfalls, and it pops up. And then all of a sudden, it starts talking about how people do extreme sports, and one of those is kayaking off of a waterfall. And for some reason, that triggers you, and you start asking questions within that same chat about different types of kayaks that you can use to jump off of waterfalls. Now, your first chat is like a see-through balloon. And the more and more you ask questions, the larger and larger that balloon gets. But as soon as you enter another question, which is the kayaks and different types for extreme sports, it makes this other balloon inside larger. And when this balloon that's inside touches the wall of the first balloon, that's when you get these weird kind of offshoots and these weird just non sequiturs that have nothing to do with anything you were talking about. So in this next chapter that we're getting into, which is prompt engineering, this is how to prompt like a pro. And I don't want to get into super in-depth how to prompt like a pro, because in the last 8 months from when I wrote this, not even, probably 3-4 months ago that I rewrote this, it's already all changed. When somebody is like, oh, you can go get a job being a prompt engineer, not really anymore, because the truth is anybody can be a prompt engineer. You just go to a large language model, say what you want in the best form and function that you can with the most information that you can. And you're going to then say, now with everything I've told you, I want you to write me the most professional prompt for you. I know that sounds silly, but it'll do it. And it'll write the most amazing prompt. And then you copy that. You start up a whole new conversation and you put that prompt in. And 9 times out of 10, you get what you wanted. And it's mind blowing. It's mind blowing. And we haven't even gotten into like what you can do inside of these things. You can make your own games. You can make websites, take PDF files and turn them into cool infographics. Like it doesn't stop. It doesn't stop. So let's get back really quick. When you're talking about prompt engineering in and of itself, you have to understand that the more precise you can be, the better. I want you to think of AI as a genie who's trying to trick you. And no matter what you ask for, he's going to give you some kind of weird non-answer that you were like, wait, that's not what I wanted. And that's kind of how AI works. So the more intense and more evolved you can get with your questioning of what you're asking for, the better. And I can do a brief, very simple show. We'll just go to ChatGPT. We'll open up a window and we'll just say make me a cool picture of a lady who bakes cakes, something like that, right? And as a matter of fact, just because I know that this is going to take longer and I don't want it to with ChatGPT, I'm going to use Gemini, which is also free, by the way. And yes, of course, this is in the resource guide, but yes, of course, I will also pop this up into the chat window for everybody. So let me grab this real quick and share this instead. So this is Gemini by Google, and it can make pictures so fast. I would much rather use this than the ChatGPT slow 2-minute version, especially since I'm trying to show you this idea. So let's say we're just going to ask for, oh, that's right, I was putting this in the chat window. Let me do that first. We're going to come here and we want to now say, make me a picture of a woman. Make me a picture of a woman who bakes cakes and they are for sale. And make it a commercial for Facebook. Image only, right? We don't want a video. We just want this. This is all we're looking for. So the beautiful thing is that Nano Banana 2 just came out yesterday, actually 2 days ago. And it is so much better than Midjourney, which if you've heard of Midjourney, Midjourney was the first real popular AI that was out there that made images that were super quality images, and everybody went to it. But now it's almost irrelevant. I mean, look at what we just created in 30 seconds. We already have this amazing image of a woman who's baking cakes, right? But that's not, in my opinion, a very good prompt, because it doesn't give you maybe everything that you want, or maybe you yourself didn't get super specific. So again, like I was saying, I would go to ChatGPT and I would say, lady who makes who makes cakes, make me a super good prompt for me and my business called, I don't know, Susie's Cakes in New Hampshire. We're just making stuff up, right? But it's going to now create this cool prompt. Oh, it's actually going to make me a picture. I didn't want that. See. I see. Oh, that was actually very quick. ChatGPT got fast. Oh, no, it's not. Okay, good. I didn't think so. But I wanted this as a prompt, so I'm going to say this as a prompt. That was actually pretty quick from ChatGPT. And here's the ChatGPT version, which is really quite beautiful. Not bad at all if we're looking at this image. And again, I'm not using any kind of paid services here in any way, shape, or form. I'm using all free services so far that I've shown you. So right now I asked it, it's twice I've asked it for the same thing. And I have this picture part. What I just posted here was make me a prompt so I can actually use this as a prompt in an image generator, which is what it's doing now. So again, I just went from very simple, make me a picture of this lady, and then all of a sudden I have this beautiful prompt now that would have taken me, 15 minutes or 10 minutes to write because I want to get it right. I want everything to be right. And yes, sure, you can do that. But let's go into Gemini 3 now and just put that prompt in there. And let's look at the difference between what we saw before, what we see now. And granted, yes, Susie Cakes is in there. Yes, granted, New Hampshire's in there. And it's going to obviously be better than this. But my goal here is to try and share with you that when you make a better prompt, you get a better result. And that's really prompt engineering 101 in today's world. What used to be a job that you could have now doesn't feel like you could even have that job anymore. Now look at what we just created. This is amazing. Look, it even has the ability right here at the bottom. You could even put your phone number in. Let's change the phone number. Let's just add the number. I'm going to put my phone number in real quick. This would be great. Is the phone number is what I'm just going to type in. Of the location of Susie Cakes. We'll put Susie Cakes so it understands. And I'm pretty sure that the phone number that we just saw this second there will. Oh, here we go. No. I want you to make the image for me, please. No, please make the image with the new number. I also want you to notice that I misspell things all the time with chats, and they always understand, like, you're just a silly human that doesn't know how to spell. So if you're worried about being perfect with your AI, you don't have to be. If you want to be nice to your AI, you can be. And look at this, already made. And let's zoom in real quick. And boom, there's the new number. Absolutely perfect. No mistakes, no weird letters. No, it's all there. That's just beautiful, in my opinion, folks. That's the kind of stuff you want to see. Okay. So let's get back to our workbook and get back in here. Now, I want to go ahead and take a 10-minute little break for you, for me. We get to stretch. We do this little thing. I'll turn some music on. And everybody can take a little break. And when we come back, we're going to now come back and we're going to start actually building some stuff. We're going to start making some images. We're going to start even working on ChatGPT. I'll show you how to make a video game, like a snake game, or how to write a book really quickly. All coming as we come back. We're going to do it step by step, so don't get overwhelmed. But come back to me and I'll share that with you here in the next 10 minutes. So we'll go ahead and just take a little break so that you can stretch your legs again, like I said, and then we'll come back in about 10 minutes and we'll get into making some images and doing everything that we need to do there. So let's go ahead and start some music up and we can have some fun that way. Again, thank you so much for taking your time to hang out with me. If it's all over the place and a little too much, let me know. Try and bring it down a level so we're not all over the place. I want this to be a good experience for you, and I want you to be able to learn as much as possible, as quickly as possible. And again, if by any chance you don't, or I went too fast, or you want to know more, you now have my phone number, so you can call me. But if you want me to do the work for you in some way, shape, or form, or you're trying to ideate an idea and you're not sure if you can build it yet, if you stay with me for the next couple hours, I promise you, I'm going to show you websites that I've built, all forms of kinds of projects, music. The music that you're listening to now here in a second is music that I have actually made and put out. And I'm going to show you how to do that as well. So come back to me in about 10 minutes and we'll see you. We'll see you then.
Could you ever want it as much as this? Is it really just an automatic bliss? Can't you see what is really happening here? You're the soul destroyer and I'm your fear. You are the one that makes my heart bleed. You are the one that brings me to my knees. You are the one. You are the one for me. Catching glimpses in the mirror, cast the subjects, it's getting clearer. There's no reflecting, the pool is gone. Where are we standing? This is so wrong. You are the one that makes my heart sing. You are the one that brings me to my knees. You are the one. You are the one for me. Planned out futures that won't last too long. Eating fresh fruit from a tree to make it strong. I can't take it, this can't be wrong. I won't mistake it, 'cause this is your song. You are the one that makes my heart bleed. You are the one that takes me to my knees. You are the one. You are the one for me. You are the one that makes my heart bleed. You are the one that takes me to my knees. You are the one. You are the one for me. Yeah. 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 She walking, whole room do a loop, heart skip. When I see it do that move. Red dress, hugging every single curve. Got me losing all my common words. She got that boop. Every time I see it go boop. Got me like ooh. Yeah, that girl got that booty. Yeah, she got that boop. Every time I see it go boop. Got me like ooh. Yeah, that girl got that booty. Yeah. Hey, hand on hip, little sway, little soul roll. Laugh it, and she dropping it so low. Friends pool, but she tell him I'ma stay. Wait, eyes locked, and she hit me with that 8-count bass. 2-step, then she back it up, back it up. Whole club with their phones trying to catch it up. Name stuck in my head like a new hook. Every time she walk by, man, I'm done for. Yeah. Every time I see it, it go boo, boo. Yeah. Got me like, yeah. That girl got that booty, yeah. She got that boo, boo. Every time I see it, it go boo, boo. Got me like, yeah. That girl got that booty, yeah. Yeah.
Can you see them? Those children crying. Can you see them running down the street? Can you feel them? Those fears are flying. Can you take a moment from yourself and be free from the pain they are supplying? Be free to love yourself. Be free from the pain they are trying. Be free to love yourself. Can you tell me why we have to see so much pain and trouble? Can you tell me why I wanna hurt myself? Can you tell me why we don't look in the mirror? Can you tell me why we can't just, well, be free from the pain they are trying? Be free to love ourselves. Be free from the things they are trying. Be free to love ourselves.
dreams will be. And can't you see all this world and all of them are yours? And yours is my heart, it yearns to be with you. And that's all I want you to do is just dream. 'Cause tomorrow I'll be with you tonight, and I'll see you in your dreams. I'll be with you tonight, and I'll see you in your, I'll see you in your. Here will I stand, looking at the past. Here will I stand, me, where will it ever last? And now I'm here to share with you, oh, all these dreams that I wanna be with you. So dream, 'cause tomorrow I'll be with you tonight, and I'll see you in your dreams. Oh, so sleep tonight, I'll see you in your dreams. Oh, so sleep tonight, I'll sleep tonight.
Okay. All right, we're back, folks. We're back. Let me turn this music on. No, I do like it. Okay, we're back, folks. We're back. We're back. We're back. We're going to get into the real stuff now. Everything up to this point was just filling you in on what AI is and the types and that kind of stuff, right? So hopefully you got a broad, super broad scope of who these people are. Jeffrey Hinton, who is known as the grandfather of AI. You learned about Eliza, the first chatbot, and basically some idea of what these models are. The next thing that we're going to is our resource guide. And so still part of the workbook, but easiest place for everybody to be able to see each one of these models that we're going to be talking about. So I just put that up into the chat, but I will share this right here with everybody now. Okay, here we go. So here's our ultimate resource guide, and I'll wait for you guys to jump in to actually see this, but this is getting started where you're at. You have no idea what was going on, where we're at, what we were doing. And now we're going to start getting into these general purpose AI assistants, what they can do.
Tell people to engage with the chat too. I want to see you here.
What they can do and what's going on. If you're here and you're hanging out and you're watching, if you could put a message in the chat, let us know that you're here. Say hello and let us know whether you're on Facebook or on YouTube. We'd love to know. So thank you for that. And again, we are on the resource guide now. So we're going to go into that resource guide. Check it out. Where were we? Here we go. Again, this is, oh no, that's the AI Foundations Mastery. We don't want that one. And it's the same thing twice. Oh. Please forgive me. So again, in our workbook, if you're looking in the workbook, at the very top, it says glossary, chat GPT, and then it says the link to the resource guide. You just click on that link. And that will open up that right here. So we'll all be on this resource guide together now. This is the link that I put into the chat window. So here we're going to actually start getting into all the different types of chat GPT models or large language models that are out there. The first one that I'm going to talk about is ChatGPT. So you can actually open up a ChatGPT window, which I'm going to do now. And I'm going to show it to you. This is sharing the workbook that I had shared with you earlier, but I'm going to go ahead and open up a new chat window. If you've never used ChatGPT, which I'm sure most of you have, if you use this little plus button here, it gives you all these different cool things that you can do. And then if you look here, it says more, and it can do even more for you. And one of the really cool things that you can do is open up what's called Canvas. Now, this will allow you to create pretty much anything you want in HTML, JavaScript, and a bunch of coding forms and functions that you may not know or understand. Now we're getting into what's called vibe coding. So we can actually start making cool things. I'm going to open up one of my old chats here to show you something that I had made in the past. I asked it to make me a neon snake game. And all I have to do here is push this preview. And as you can see now, there is a Neon Snake game that was written in code. Now I can use W, S, A, and D, and I can now move up, down, left, and right with those keys. And as you can see, the Neon Snake game grows, and it gets bigger, and it starts growing. If I hit one of the walls, I die. It starts over. So the game is written. Now, let's say for some reason I like this game a lot and I want it on my website. I can just grab this code right here, and I can then go into a website and upload this code. And now I have this game on my website. In my mind, and when we're talking about building websites, let me open up a page for you very quickly. You can use a bunch of different sites, whether it's GoDaddy or like I like to use, which is called Hostinger. Many of these are very simple, easy, build for you style websites. And what's beautiful is that there's little sections that you can add in HTML code. So I'm just going to show you very quickly on my own website. And I'm just going to go ahead and add it in at my pauldavidcarpenter.com just to kind of show you how quickly this can be added to a site. And to give you kind of like a case study in how you can grab something, ask ChatGPT to make a code for you of some sort, and then you can easily go in and add it to your website. Again, in my opinion, what we're looking at would have taken years, months of running around talking to a VA in another country where you're having to ask all these questions and wait days, if not 8 hours before you get your answer. And now you can just do it all yourself. I mean, and there's so much that we can get into, and we're going to get into today, that you can do here. So like we have all these fun things. Let's just say in the media section, I'll add this. And here at the bottom of the media section, we'll stretch this down a bit. And over here where it says elements, I'm just going to grab this. And over here, we'll see where it says embed code. So I'm just going to take that right there. And I'm going to take this thing right here. I'm just going to move it down a little bit. And then I'm going to enter the code. And I'm just going to copy and paste. Oh, wait, let's go back to this code here on ChatGPT. See which one of these tabs it was. Okay, so it was this tab right here. So we're just going to copy that whole entire code that I had grabbed. So we're going to grab that. Now we're going to go back over here, and we're going to just go ahead and enter this code here. And let me share this with you so you can see what I'm doing. And so now we have all this HTML code. We're going to embed the code. And as you can see, there seems to be something kind of there, right? We obviously, it's not the right size, and we will have to figure out what we have to do that. Now let's go ahead and update the web, or let's preview it and see what this looks like and see if it even does show up and what it does look like down here. Oh, look, we do have a snake game. It looks like it's a little bit off, and we need to fix the sizing there. But we can do that. Let's go back down. Let's open this up a bit more. And let's edit our code. See if we can't make this a bit. Oh, there we go. How are we going to make that larger, though? We need to make this. I'm looking for the actual size of the box in the actual HTML code. What's really cool here, by the way, is as you start to use these codes, and understand them, you start to kind of understand where things are in the code that you're using. And you start to kind of go, oh, okay, I need this to be larger. Maybe I need this to be at this size. And let me try that. So that's what I'm trying to do right now, is trying to find the size of this box that we have here. Either way, what I'd like to show is that if we go to this, let's go to this preview. Let's see if it does even kind of work. If we click on it, can we make it? Oh my God, we can. So it does move up, down, left, and right. Granted, again, this is not perfect, but we can fix the bugs easily, right? We could just go to ChatGPT So let's go back to that chat window that we had. I can say to it, I used this code, but it only came out as a rectangle, and I want the full view. And so it's now going to edit all the things that, once again, I didn't really know how to do, right? And I was more than honest about it. And what it's going to do is we're going to just grab all this new code that it's rewriting for us, and we'll see if now the code that it wrote works. So we'll just copy it again, come back to our builder, and we'll stop. We'll go back to our editor here and go back to our section. And we'll go ahead, enter that code, and go ahead and fix all of it. So we want to select all. And we'll embed that code. And again, didn't seem to come out the way we wanted it to. Again, this is something that we can fix. It's not an impossibility. But I want to keep moving on. The point here wasn't to try and finish a website for you. The idea here was to show you the power of what we can do inside of ChatGPT alone. You can, again, in this same space of being in ChatGPT, let me share this tab with you. You could grab a document from anything that you have. Let's say you're already connected with Google. It has the ability to connect to your Google documents, and you can add something in here. So I'm just going to try and find a Google document really quickly. And if not, I will just upload. Oh, it's not letting me. I see what's going on. We're in the free form. I'm going to just go ahead and just grab some information. So we're going to open up Perplexity. This is another one of the beautiful AIs that are out there. This is in your resource guide as well. Now, the reason that I like Perplexity is because it's connected to the internet, and you can go straight to it and ask anything you want. And if it was posted within 3 hours, it's more than likely already being found on Perplexity. So let's just say we wanted to do an infographic. We want information for an infographic on railroads. Okay, so we want information on railroads, history of railroads, with images. Let's just see what Perplexity gives us. So Perplexity is now looking for information on railroads and the history with images, and hopefully it'll bring us back something pretty quickly. And here we go. So we have a whole history and some images. So we're just going to grab everything we see here. And we'll go back to ChatGPT, which is here. And we'll just go ahead and copy that and paste. And we'll say, make me an infographic. Just that simple. And press play. And here it goes for it's giving me a text for it, which is okay. So we'll take this text that it gave us and we'll copy that. Let's go up to Gemini. Again, I've always loved Gemini. And here we are back in Gemini. We're going to open up a new chat. We're going to use that exact prompt that ChatGPT just gave us. And oh, wait, I didn't ask it for it to make an image. That was my fault. Let's start that chat again. And we're going to ask it to create an image. We'll put this in there. And then at the end, we'll say infographic. And we'll try one more time. So again, very simply and very easily, you can make almost any image that you want using these free sources. And that's the beauty, once again, of AI. There's no rules anymore. The doors are open to create and be and do whatever you want. Look at this. We already have this amazing infographic on the history of railroads. I mean, and everything's written correctly. The words are all correct. Everything that was in the text is now in this beautiful infographic form. And once again, that's just one small concept of things that you can do. I wanted at one point, I wanted to make, there was a big thing on the internet about some kind of weird, finding underneath the Egyptian pyramids. So I went to Claude Anthropic and I said to it, hey, here's all the information that I have that I was able to grab from the PDF files of these scientists. And here's all the images that I have. And what I want you to do is write me the code that's going to be the Python code that will work inside of Blender. Now, Blender is a 3D builder. And then I took that 3D build and I put it into this place, which is called Polycam. Now, Polycam will allow you to take your 3D model and put it into their 3D visualizer. I will post this up here in a second once it's all loaded. Here we go. So this is the from what you just saw just a moment ago, which is just this text that I asked for based off of this information that I gave it. It gave me all of this. All of this turned into, so once again, sorry, all of this information that you're seeing here from what I wrote and asked for in Claude Anthropic. Once again, Claude writes code very well. So I was able to create this from that 3D image or from that, just that prompt. And this is a 3D model of what is supposedly underneath the pyramid. So if we're looking at this, you're looking at the top of the pyramids here. These are all the different chambers that have been found. And then here underneath, you're seeing these massive columns that are supposed to be supposedly underneath the pyramids. Now, my point is not to share with you the findings under the pyramids. My point here is to share with you how awesome this thing is. And mind you, you can see the date on this. This is 2 years ago that I did this. This is something that's very old, in my opinion. But stuff that people are just now finding out that you can do. Now, there's other amazing things that you can do here that I want to share with you. There's a website that's called websim.com, which is this website I'm showing you now. Now, this website allows you to basically build anything that you can think of, whether it's a game or an app. And for the most part, it's free. And the thing that's really beautiful here is you can take any one of these ideas and you can fork the idea. Forking meaning you can branch off and you can change it to whatever you want or add something to it, which is absolutely amazing. Now, there are one of them in particular is called Lovable. Now, I'm sharing with you my project that I have been working on for the last 4 months with a client and partner. And this is what I've been promoting recently, which is called Deal Commanders. Now, this is the back or the front end of Lovable, where you would come in and you can make a website. You can make an app. So let me show you the front end of our website very quickly. And I'll show you just dealcommanders.com. This is not me promoting the website. This is me just showing you what is possible with AI and how you can build and what you can build with it. So here's this website. It does private off-market real estate, and it helps you find on and off-market properties. You would go in and you'd be able to fill in what's called a buy box. If you're in real estate, you might know this. But you would fill out all your information, how much you want to spend, location, so on and so forth. You have our pricing. It's dynamic. It changes the pricing on the, if you look at it, tells you why you should work with us. And then if you have any questions, it has a full FAQ in which any one of these that you pick up, you can ask us a question, or you can submit and we'll send you some cool information based on the property that you're looking for. Now, if we go into the actual Lovable back end here, where I was just a moment ago, and I show you the project, the reason I want to show you this is how beautiful this aggregator is. And that's basically what I've built here. I've built an aggregator that allows me to grab every form of real estate information that there is out there in the world, and put it all into one place. This is unheard of in the industry. It's super new and cool. And what I'm really trying to show you is that I was able to make this entire project, this website, something that would have cost me $15,000, $20,000, $30,000 for no more than a couple $100. So what you're looking at here is the back end. These are some of the beta testers and buyers that we've had that have come in and signed up. And if you want, you can go into that buyer. You can actually see their name, information, and then what listings have matched up with them. So here are all the different listings that are within the back end of what people's buy boxes were. And then even further, you can actually see one of the deal packets. And here you can see how a deal packet will pop up. It'll have an image for it. If we want, we can actually go look at that deal packet and go to a full version of this deal packet. And inside of it, it's going to give us all the information of this address and what it would cost to buy it, rehab the property, how much it would cost per square foot, every single aspect of what you would want to know. Like how much is the census demographics, the FEMA flood zones, HUD, EPA, crime, everything, so that you could know before buying the product what it is that you're buying. Down here, you can see all of the different sources that I'm grabbing from to give you the answer of what it is that you're asking for, i.e. the property. And then it goes into analysis. It's your exit strategy, your due diligence, what it's going to cost to rehab it, everything that you would want to know as a buyer of a property. So what I'm trying to get at here by sharing this with you again is the fact that all of this was done in 3 months, and all of it was done by 2 people, not a huge team, not a bunch of people. And the product is now actually starting to catch eyes and catch people. And there's even talks of investors and all kinds of crazy stuff. So, and we're talking about something that was just built from a thought. So let's get, now that you've seen some cool things, you've seen how to make some images, but I want to actually show you again some of these websites. So I want to go back to the resource guide. If you haven't been there, please open up the resource guide. The link is there. It has a little image. It's this one right here. It says Ultimate AI Resource Guide. And here you're going to get every single one of the different types of AIs, from Claude, ChatGPT, why they're good, what they're good for. So Grok is one of the really cool ones. Can't do it over the internet, but you can do it on the app. If you upload an image into Grok, it will make it into an 8-second video automatically. It can just reference what's in the image, and then from that image, it will make you. So that's an app that you should be downloading, okay? Apps that you should have on your phone. Perplexity app, Gemini, the Gemini app, the Grok app. I have like every single one of them on my phone. Let me see if I can tell you how many, but I have pretty much every single one. Sora, Sora, is absolutely amazing. All you have to do is take your phone, look up, look down, look left, look right, say 3 numbers, and just from that and that alone, it can make videos of you. If you've seen any of the AI magician videos that I've been posting as of the last couple months, those are all Sora style videos. They're free, that you can make up to 10 or 15 videos a day. And you can, in many ways, promote your own business using just that. So again, you want to have Gemini. You want to have Perplexity. And why? Because you can make all these things on your phone. You can interact with your phone and your computer. You can, there's a lot of different things that you can do on your phone that you can't do on the computer apps just yet. Why? I don't know, but that's just the way it is. And so you definitely want to have a lot of, you're okay, Alexa, thank you. You definitely want to have these apps on your phone.
You just made my day. Thanks for that.
So just in AI alone, I have Gemini, Copilot, Meta AI, ChatGPT, Grok, DeepSeek, and also Perplexity. And I use Perplexity as my new Google whenever I'm searching for something. Now, I had talked to you already about Lovable, but there's also another website that's called bolt.new. It's the exact same thing as Lovable. There's another one that's called something 54. It's the same thing. All of these are websites that allow you to make code. It's third-party businesses. So let me explain what is a wrapper, like as if you're wrapping a present. So Lovable is a wrapper. It uses a large language model like like ChatGPT, DeepSeek, Minstrel. It uses one of those, and then they put a nice little wrapping paper on it, and they call it a new product. And that's only good at one thing, i.e. making websites or whatever. So they have their own coders, their own people that go out of their way to make all of these new changes for the AI to work really well in their ecosystem that you pay as a SaaS service, a software as a service, SaaS, to be able to use their product. When in reality, if you wanted to, you could do this all yourself. You could write your own code and you could build your own products and you could host all of these things yourself. But many people don't know how to do that. And so what I'm trying to do is just show you the basics. And yes, that means third party. Yes, that means not doing it yourself, because the do it yourself side of things gets really technical or gets a little bit more heavy loaded. And you may not want to go that route. You may just want to pay the $40 a month and use whatever program that is specifically good for you and whatever it is that you're trying to create. So, again, we've talked about Bolt. We showed you WebSim. Now, 11 Labs is, well, on some level, the reason that I kind of became well known, and kind of semi famous. I don't know what kind of famous. I just call it infamous. So here, and I'm not sharing that. I didn't realize. So I was showing you, where was I? Here I am. 11 Labs was the tool that I used about 3 years ago when I created the Biden robocall, which was misused by the client that hired me to do it, who got busted for $6 million. I had to deal with the FBI. It was a whole thing. I was all over the news. It sucked. I thought I turned that down. Try this again. So 11 Labs allows you to take any voice and duplicate it. So you can grab an audio clip from anywhere on the internet, upload it to 11 Labs, start typing whatever text you want, and it'll create that voice. Let me open up 11 Labs for you, and I'll just show you really quickly so you can actually see what this looks like, what it's like. It's a fun app. There's a bunch of apps out there or websites like this now that do this. So, but this is the one that is the most famous, the most well-known around the world currently. So let me sign in with this one. Here we go. And hopefully I can share this with you. Let me see if I can do that now. I don't think it's going to let me. I could probably, no, it's not going to let me do that. Okay. So I can't use 11 Labs with my own personal ID anymore because of what happened with the whole concept. But we're going to just pull up a text to voice. No, what we're going to pull up is this website right here, which is called futuretools.io. And I will share that with you all now, which is this website right here. But I'm going to go ahead and put it into the comments for everybody. And futuretools.io, which is this website right here, is, in my opinion, the go-to website for any tool that you're looking for that works with AI. So let's say you were looking for text to voice. You could literally just say text to voice. And here you could say you want a free model, and it will only bring up the free models. Obviously, there are none for some reason here, but here we go. There are a bunch of freemium, let's say freemiums. Here's one, and that means it'll be semi-free. We can click on this link. This will open up a new page, tell us a little bit more about it, and then it will actually link us to the website itself. And that is this tab right here. And all of these look the same. They have a chat window of some sort. You're going to ask it to say something. And look, we can write whatever we want. We could say, something like, hello, Elon here. I love Paul Carpenter, the AI magician. Okay. And then we just say no. And hopefully here in a second, we'll have the audio and you'll be able to hear it. It shouldn't take too long to, say hello, Elon here. I love Paul Carpenter, the AI magician. At least you wouldn't think that it would take very long. Specifically being that this is the what this app does and only this thing. But it seems like it does take a while. Let's see. Oh, the CAPTCHA verified. I didn't know I was supposed to CAPTCHA verify. Nobody showed me a CAPTCHA verified. Nobody CAPTCHA verified me. Where am I supposed to CAPTCHA verify? You don't have it pop up? This is very bad UI, friends. Maybe if I log in, it'll do it. That's taking too long. so much work just to hear a text to audio, but that's fine. We're going to do it anyways. Let's do it. I'm in. Okay, here we are at the back end. So let's see if we can just do text to speech. And we're going to just put in the text that we had earlier. And maybe we can even select a voice model. And here we go. We want to use Elon Musk and generate to play. Oh, he's going to make us pay already. We can't even just try it for free. Oh, there we go.
Hello, Elon here. I love Paul Carpenter, the AI magician.
That was awesome. I'm going to totally save that. We should save that.
Hello, Elon here. I love Paul Carpenter, the AI magician.
Maybe if I put a comma. Hello, Elon here, comma. Right? Maybe that'll make it better. Let's listen to it now.
Hello, Elon here. I love Paul Carpenter, the AI magician.
Maybe not. Let's try it like that.
Hello, Elon here. I love Paul Carpenter, the AI magician.
Maybe I'll try comma again there. I don't know.
Hello, Elon here. I love Paul Carpenter, the AI magician.
Maybe if we put a space in it.
Hello, Elon here. I love Paul Carpenter, the AI magician.
See, that was a little better, but the generation sounded horrible.
Hello, Elon here. I love Paul Carpenter, the AI magician.
Perfect. That one we keep. See? Now I have Elon Musk telling everybody how much he loves me. Okay. So silly. So silly. So there is a very cool, easy, free, obviously we just saw that we just got off of Future Tools. So once again, futuretools.io. This is in your resource guide, so you don't have to worry. The links are in the resource guide, as I said earlier, and that is this here, your resource guide. You have all these different places where you can do different things. We're going to go through a lot of these, so don't worry. But I'm just saying everything's in the resource guide, so you don't have to worry with absolute links. As you can see here, all the links for all the tools that we're talking about. So you can find everything. Don't worry. If you're by chance not keeping up, or by chance I'm going too fast or whatever, I want you to know that we're going to get there. You get there. If you're with me and everything's cool, give me a thumbs up or give me a yay in the comments. Let me know you're here. Let me know this is information that you're vibing with and that you're happy that we're learning together. I hope that all of these things are kind of eye-opening to you guys, and you're kind of overwhelmed, yet at the same time saying, oh my God, this is cool, because that's kind of what I want. I shared this some time ago, but I wrote like how to make your own book for kids. And I'm going to just look that up real quick. I know I have it on my blog. So this is the back end of my blogger. So we'll just go ahead and check out the actual blog itself. Let's load up real quick. And if anybody's wondering what my blog is, it is mentally hip new blogspot.com. I will put that in the, if you want some fun conspiracy theories and all kinds of crazy jibber jabber, go there, have some fun. It's all kinds of crazy stuff, but nonetheless, here we are. I'm looking for how to write a book, and let's see if we can see how to write a book. How to write a book. How to write. Write your own story, maybe? Oh, maybe it's something about teachers. Maybe it was about teachers. I think about like teachers teaching kids how to write books. No. Oh man. Now I'm not going to find it. And I really wanted to find it for you guys. Write your own book. Oh, there it is. Here you go. How to write your own book. I'm going to just go ahead and share this with you guys. This was for kids, but you could could be your own thing as well. And this is how to write your own personalized story with images. And this is a go-to how to do it yourself concept and the prompts that need to go along with it. So we'll just go really quickly kind of through the process to kind of show you what this is. So it's step by step. If you want to do this with me, you can. First, you want to help define the person, who they are, what their interests are. And you're going to choose what kind of story type you want. So whether you want it to be sci-fi, this, that, or the other. And then you're going to ask you to write a hero's journey of the student's name. This is the prompt that you're going to use. So we're going to just grab this prompt real quick. And we're going to go up to ChatGPT again. We'll start up a new chat. And we're just going to put this prompt in there. And we're going to just change these things to, let's say, myself or whoever. It doesn't really matter. But let's say Paul. And his hobbies are magic tricks, and hypnosis. And he's hyper, to very least. Please make the story no more than 3 chapters with 2 or 4 subsections per chapter. The genre should be, let's make it sci-fi, and it's called The AI Magician in Time. And I already have the title. Okay, cool. So now it's going to make it for me. Boom. So here we go. I've got the title, The AI Magician in Time, and it's already given me these chapters. So now what we're going to do is we're going to take this concept, grab this, start up a new chat window, and say we are writing a new kids book. Let's say new kids book called The AI Magician in Time, a sci-fi book. I will be giving you the index or table of contents, I should say, table of contents. And I want you to give me section by section the image prompt and subsequent text of that section. Okay, so that's all we've done so far. Now I'm going to copy paste what we had written, the AI Magician, the title, everything else. And so what it should do, hopefully, is give us an image for each thing, plus the text from each chapter. So it's going to start with chapter 1. It's going to give me the image, and it's going to give us the narrative text. It's going to do the same thing for each section as it goes. And right now it's just given me chapter 1, and it's giving me the 3 sections of chapter 1, which is great. So what we'll do is we'll just grab we'll do 2 things. One is we're going to open up a Google document. So we'll start that little process real quick. Open up a Google Doc. Let me share this tab here. So we're just going to go to Google Documents, Google Drive, or Google Docs, and we're going to open up a brand new. Now, if I was doing this from scratch and I was really going to actually make this a project, I would create a folder. The folder would have my research and all my information as one document. Then another document would be the images that I've created, a folder inside the folder that would have all the images of the characters. And then the next one would be the script that we're building currently. So it's kind of how I would do it. So we're going to start with just a blank document here. We're going to grab everything that ChatGPT just gave us, and we're just going to copy and paste it right in here. And as we go and we grab all of these different images that we're going to start making, and I'm going to try and make this quite quickly. I'm not going to go too far into this, but I will show you what this is and what we're doing here. So we have this first index that's already been built for us. If we go back to ChatGPT, let's see here. We now have the first chapter with all of our text prompts or image prompts, plus the narrative text. So let me kill that real quick. Let's go back here. And maybe I can kill some of these other websites, as it's being a little too heavy for us. I've got like 30 windows or 40 windows open. So I'm sure my computer's not happy with me right now. Okay, so we were here on ChatGPT. We had the conversation going, and I think I lost it, unfortunately. So we don't need that one anymore. We don't need this one anymore. Yeah, I was overwhelming my computer. Okay, so on ChatGPT, we had this conversation. Now, here's a great thing. Like, if you lost your conversation, you're like, oh my God, what happened? Don't worry. Your conversation is more than likely already here in your side view. So the last conversation we had was this, and we had the chapter that was written for us, or the first chapter. So we're going to go ahead and grab that. We're going to go back to our document, which we were making, and we're going to grab all that information and we're going to put that here. Then what we're going to do is we're going to go back up just to this image prompt, and we're going to copy it. And then we're going to go to Gemini, just because I like Gemini. We'll start up a new window in Gemini, a new chat window. We'll ask it to create the image. We can even, if we wanted to, go into different styles. So let's go ahead and do Gothic clay just to have a good time. We'll know that it will most likely stay in that same style the entire time. And it'd be fun for kids. And so we now have, very simply, I'm just going to go through the first step just to show you guys what you can do really quickly. Okay, and so now we have an image that fits perfectly the story that we just wrote, that obviously ChatGPT gave us. We go over, we save that image, but we go over here and we just take that image prompt, the unseen door. We go right here and we just, well, no, that's not what I wanted. We're going to add the image. Let's Control Z. There we go. And we're just going to add the image here by uploading it. And that's the image that we had. And boom. There you go. So in a very, very short amount of time, we were able to come up with an idea about like who we are, let's say. We were able to come up with the chapters, and not only that, write the chapter and come up with the image in 5 minutes, 10 minutes. It didn't take that long. So that's a couple things. We're not even anywhere near where we're going to be with what all the stuff I'm going to share with you. So let's see. I've got some new comments. Okay, good. We're good. If you can hear me, if the quality is still good, if everything's all right and everything's fine, please give me a thumbs up. I would love to know that you guys are good. Just want to know that everybody's here and you're hearing me and you can, we're all together. I'm going to go check here on Facebook just to make sure that you guys are all here with me. If you guys are texting there and I don't see it, as my crew has left me, they went off and had to go do some things. So I'm all by myself. Okay, let's get back. So now I want to show you some of the audio that you can do. There's different websites that you can use. The two most well-known are called Suno and Udio. So I used to be a huge Udio fan, and then I downloaded, or I started using Suno as soon as they had what's called the Suno Studio. It's a paid service. I think it's $30 or $40. But to be honest with you folks, this is, it's kind of mind altering. If you heard any of the songs at the beginning or during the breaks, and you heard any of that music, all that music that you're listening to was created with Suno and my tracks that I had, original tracks. And I'm waiting for Suno to pop up, but it's just not happening. Here, let me close this and some other websites here that we don't really need, that were all me showing you stuff earlier. So okay, I think we're kind of back. Again, Too many tabs open for the computer. My computer's dying right now. It's breathing its last breath. Okay, so this is Suno, and I don't know why it's asking my date of birth, but we'll give it to it. What in the what? How do you not know who I am? I've written so many musics. So many musics. I wonder why it's doing this. Now, the thing that's really crazy about this is this has the ability to pretty much create anything you want in music. You can write your own lyrics. You can ask AI to write the lyrics for you. You can even create a persona, a voice that you want to have constantly used. You can get inspired by other songs. You can write the style. So if you want it to be in country, or if you want it to be in EDM, classical, does not matter. Get even further, you can get into the type, whether it's a vocal, the vocal is a male or female, whether the lyrics are manual or auto. You can fully go crazy here. So let's just say I'm a choo-choo man on a choo-choo train. Okay. And then I'm just going to ask the AI to write the lyrics, write the full song for me. Oh, okay. So there's my prompt. I'm a choo-choo man on a choo-choo train. Okay. And write the lyrics. So it's now going to, write the lyrics of the song of a man on it. There you go. We've got it. I'm a choo-choo man. So let's just select this one because we really don't really care. And we're going to do it in the style of, I don't know, country hip hop. I'm going to fix the word country here. Because I could spells. Country hip hop. And we want it to be a male singer. We want it to be pretty right there in the nose. Oh, it's going to make me upgrade. Oh, great. I was just hoping that I could just do a really simple one. Oh, you know what? Here, let's go. We'll just grab this. Oh, let's go back. Oh, I guess not. Okay, let's just do a simple one. Choo-choo man on a choo-choo train, I think is what we had. No, it's not going to let me have it. Let's try again. Okay, I'm a choo-choo man on a choo-choo train. This is so silly. Okay. And create. Let's see if it'll do it. It's not going to do it. Oh, really? Come on. All right. Well, look, I can show you some of the stuff I've done in the past. So, again, the songs that you've heard today, if you were listening to some of the music, I took a lot of my old songs and uploaded them, and then took that. And if I liked it or if I didn't like it, I would then take it to the studio. And then from there, I would have a remix of everything that was created. And then you could go ahead and have a full song. And that's kind of what I did. I then use something called DistroKid. Let me take this and fix that real quick. And DistroKid allows you to release your music to 23 different platforms. So you take the music that you made and you can then, for $45 or $50 a year, you can upload as much music as you want on this website. So you can now feasibly create songs in minutes, if not hours, and even create imagery and videos behind it to connect to having your own music videos, which I've done. And I can go ahead and show you by just showing you, if I go to YouTube, and I just search my name and obviously the name of one of these songs, I pop up as a topic. Now that's hard to do, but when you pay for this service, it allows you to have your own topic. And so if I say Paul Carpenter, and one of the fun ones is Boot Boot by P Funky, and I look up just that, it should pop up with the search of me and my song Boot Boot. There it is. And it even says that I'm a topic. And if I click on this topic, it'll bring up all of the things that are me and that topic. So these are all the songs that I've released. Granted, it doesn't have like a super ton of people listening to it or anything like that. But then again, I'm not promoting it like crazy. I'm not sitting there making it my entire life. I just wanted to know that I could do it. And I was able to do that. Again, let me share with you, because I thought I was sharing you. This is DistroKid, where you're able to actually do this, where you can actually distribute the music. Then Suno is the website in which you're able to build out the websites. Oh, whoa. Hey, what's going on here? Well, let's try this again. Let's see if that's working. There we go. We're back. Okay. So DistroKid is the website that you're going to use to distribute your music. Suno is the place where you're going to make your music. Or you can use Udio. Again, it's whatever you choose to do and how you want to get to the place you want to get to. But it's really up to you how you want to do this, if you even want to do this. So what we've gone through so far is some images, some prompting on ChatGPT, how to make a website, how to make a 3D model, how to make some music. We've gone through some cool things so far, I believe. Let's see. Okay. Let's see what we got. Okay, good. I'm just checking messages. Okay. So I'm just reading some technical difficulties we're having here. So now what we're going to do is actually, we're going to go ahead and take a break. I'll give you guys 10, 15 minutes so you can stretch your legs. We'll come back. We'll do one more of these hours. We'll go through some more of this stuff. Again, folks, I hope you're enjoying all of this. I hope you're getting something out of it. I know I'm enjoying giving it to you. So thank you again for watching. Thank you for hanging out. If you have any questions or if you want to know more, you can reach out to me personally. And if you are in any way wanting me to do some work for you, please let me know. I'd be more than happy to do that. And in the meantime, you can listen to some of the music that I have written and placed out. Some of these are fully mine, and some of these are not. The second one, a boot, was completely AI. So enjoy it, and we'll see you back in about 10 minutes. Okay. Okay, we're back. We'll wait a couple seconds for everybody, but we're back. We're going to start doing this now. Get into the last bit of this, and it's if you have any questions, if you have any comments, anything at all, please let me know. I saw Elliot Hitchcock here a little while ago. Some messages. Thank you, Elliot. I saw Yusuf. Thank you for coming through. I think Justin came through as well. Thank you, Justin, for coming through. So for everybody who did come through, thank you very much. Thank you. Okay, so here we are. At this point, we've done some book creations. We've made some video games. We've made music, or at least shown you where to do these things. And for the most part, free. I did not show you Google Labs. So let me pull this up for you really quick. This is called Labs from Google. It's literally labs.google. And they have a bunch of cool tools that you can use that are free. So if you see here in this little create button, you push create. And all of these are things that you can either try. Here is allowing you to make your own videos. It's called Create with Flow. Here's the music sandbox. You can make your own music. There's one in here that is really cool. Let's see if we can find it. It's called Notebook LM. I don't know if you've heard of this, but I'm going to open it up for you. Notebook LM is this very cool app that allows you to take information and turn it into a podcast where you can hear the people fully going back and forth talking about whatever subject you want. And it is so much fun. But you can do so much more with Notebook than just that. But to share with you, just to kind of share it and show it to you, you can have a conversation with it about anything. Like, let's say hypnosis, NLP, and mind control. And then you can, from this, you can have a conversation with it and listen to a whole podcast. It'll create infographics or table data, whatever you want, based on the information that you bring to it, which again is amazing. So let's say you wanted to do an audio overview. You click on that, you wait for it. And you're able to get an audio overview of the information on hypnosis, NLP, and mind control techniques. If you want, you can go here and you can actually listen to the podcast. Now you want to go even further, you can go into a version that's interactive. And while they're talking, you can join in to the podcast. So I'm so glad to be here. Thank you. My name is Paul Carpenter, the AI magician. So what's crazy here, guys, is that they're fully having a podcast right now that I can be a part of. And this is like the most amazing, like I could fake a podcast with two people talking to me, and I could jump in and do a whole thing, cut that up, turn it into a whole thing, and send that out to the world so that people can find out more about. Maybe you want to just practice your interviewing skills. There's a million reasons to use Notebook LM. So let's get back. So we're back in this Google Labs, labs.google area. There's so many different things that you can play with here. You can ask photos. You can search your photos. Whisk, if you haven't played with Whisk, is so much fun. So I'm just going to bring it up really quickly so you can see this. And again, I'm trying to give you every single piece of this thing called AI, the history, the types, different ways of using it. It's a lot of information. So I totally get it. If you're overwhelmed and you're like, whoa, there's so much information. It's so vast. And I get it. It really is vast. And if you need more explanation, by all means, use that workbook. Use that ChatGPT bot. It has all the information that I'm talking about and more. So it can definitely help you get to wherever you need to go. And if that doesn't help you, and if it's too overwhelming and you don't have enough time, then give me a call, and me and my team of VAs and agent bots will get where you were done and help you out. That's the whole concept of this, is to give you guys the knowledge that it's not as hard as you think it is. And yet at the same time, if you don't want to learn a new skill set, or you just don't have the time, you don't need to. Someone can either do it for you, or you can have your own agentic model build it for you. So that's the world that we're living in. So let's get into Whisk really quickly. Here, you're just going to grab, let's say, an image of something, let's say myself, and I want to turn myself into a certain style. So I'm just going to go to Google really quickly, and I'll search, let's say, like a Funko Pop doll. And we'll just go to images. We'll find a Funko Pop doll that somewhat looks like a guy or something by himself. We can find one. Male. Maybe we'll put man. There we go. That's perfect. Guy with a cigarette. We'll just take that guy. Okay, here we go. So we're going to copy this and save this image that we just got. And we'll go back into Whisk. And here we're going to just upload this image. And we're going to say that we want this subject. So we're just going to simplest prompt. This subject as a Funko Pop doll. Not going to make it any harder. It'll bring up a couple images for us, and we can go, if we want, into this image and prompt it to go even deeper, harder, and more. So obviously it did not like this image that we gave it. So maybe if I go here into Facebook and we grab a good image of myself instead. Yeah, let's do it with this guy. We'll do it this image here. And we go back to Whisk. And we're going to go ahead and upload this image instead. And we're going to just say this character or this subject as a Funko Pop doll, and we'll do it again. And hopefully it will turn me into, well, I didn't wait. But I'll do it again. And boom, look at that. It even got the little necklace that I was wearing. Look how silly that is. And the hat with the fuzzy little hat. And it even got the little chain on the, oh, come on, this is silly. It even got the background and the name of the, come on, folks. Come on, folks. That's just silly. That's just so cool. Now let's see. I want to take this a step further just to show you something really cool. You can grab this image. And if we go here to Google, we can do image to 3D model. And we can do the free version of this. And we should be able to use one of these websites that will allow us to upload this image, and it will convert it into a 3D image for us. Like we just saw a moment ago with the model that we made of the pyramids, but without all the code. All you have to do is just upload your image, and it turns it into a 3D image that you can then turn that into whatever you want. You know what I mean? Like go and make that into an STL file and print that out, and then you could have it with you could print it out like a little 3D printed model that you could have at your house. You know, that's kind of fun. But let's try and voxelize my image. Let's animate voxelize. Let's go with voxelization here. I'm going to upload the image again. Let's see what it can do for us. And I guess we'll do PNG to STL. I don't know. We'll see what happens. Oh, is it not allowing us here? Oh, it's because it is a PNG. I get it. Okay. Okay, let's go back to Whisk and see why I'm getting this as a download. This maybe as a JPEG instead. Oh, it's downloading as a PNG. Okay, well, let's see. We can make this something else. So we'll just say PNG to JPEG right inside of Google search. Because we want it to be a JPEG, because otherwise it's seemingly not working. So we're just going to go to this first one, which is PNG to JPEG converter online. Free Convert's also a very good website. I use it a lot. And so we're just going to grab a photo here, turn this into a PNG into a JPEG, convert it for us. We'll download it real quick. It's now a JPEG. Great. That was easy. Let's move back to where we were and try and find this converter tool. I don't know if you guys are with me still, so let me add you back in. Here we go. Okay. Here we are again. Yeah, we are. Do I have you? Do you have me? Do you have me, folks? You do. Okay. So we're now going to take this file and attempt to try and do this again and turn this into a 3D model. At least that's what it says it's going to do. But it doesn't want to do it, so we're going to go to a different website now. Well, maybe this will do it. Again, I'm just trying to show you something very cool that you can do, in which you can upload an image or and it will turn it into a cool 3D model, and you now have a cool little a piece of something that you can then turn into pretty much anything you want at that point. If you have a 3D model that you can put into Blender, you can put a skeleton inside of it, and you can start animating it. You can go anywhere you want with it in that direction. So here we are on this page. We didn't have to do much. Again, I just uploaded this image, and it shouldn't take too long. We'll have a 3D model of this that we can spin around and look at from every angle. There it is. So we're just going to view the 3D model. And I personally, folks, this is quite impressive. Now, granted, it doesn't have all the colorization and everything else, but still very cool. You can get the wireframe of it. I mean, from this, you can put this into a model. You can get all the colors. You can do all the things that you want to do. This is quite amazing from just an image. And an image that we created for free to a 3D model that we created for free. I mean, it's just mind-boggling to me what we're able to do in today's world, right? So let's see. I'm hoping that you can now. Afia Awakened, tell me if you can see it now. Okay. Well, that was at 12:25. That was like 5 minutes ago. I'm hoping that you were seeing everything I was doing just now on that 3D modeler. If you did not see that, please let me know, and I'll try and share that again. And I'm hoping that you even saw the images that we made. Let me know if it's okay. Good. Okay, thank God. I was like, oh man, so let me show that to you myself. I used this as the style, i.e. the Funko Pop doll. And then I said this subject as a Funko Pop doll. It gave us this image. We downloaded it. We changed it from a PNG to a JPEG, which we found online. Then we went to this website called fast3d.io, uploaded the image, and seconds later, it gave us this, which is, in my opinion, very, very cool. And then look, I think it has GLB recommendations. Does it have like it's this recommended file format that you're going to download it as. I was just hoping that maybe it had the ability to actually grab the colors and put those in. And I'm sure if you pay for it, it does. But nonetheless, how cool is that? From just one image, you're now into a 3D model or into a cartoon, and then from a cartoon to a 3D model. Pretty cool. I want to get back to the workbook because we've gone so far off into so many different directions, and just kind of do a brief overview of what we kind of did today. At the beginning of this, we went through the history of AI. We did a little PowerPoint. There's another PowerPoint that you can take on your own. There's the Eliza chatbot, and then there's the Spark of AI video, which all of those things are great pieces to learn all this information and know it on a nicer, deeper level. Then the second thing we did was we went through the modules of types of AIs. And again, there's another beautiful video there for you to learn that a little bit deeper. In the third section, we started learning about prompt engineering and how to do that correctly so that when we started using the models, we could get better responses. In module 4, which is where we have just kind of been, we started going through how to make the images, how to make the music, how to do video creation. And from there, we're learning now how to build these applications and workflows, which I showed you with Lovable and showed you with some other programs that you can use to create your own websites. Then we created our own music, and we also found out how to distribute that music, and also how to take images and how to use free services like Google Labs. There's also NVIDIA Playground, which I'll share with you real quick, just to give you another piece of cool that you can play with, because they have somewhat a lot like the Google Labs. NVIDIA has somewhat of the same kind of back end, in which they have a lot of new things that you can play with. So in the playground, there's all these different tools that you can play with that are AI art gallery or demos that they have that you can go in and make art with. So it's a lot of really cool, fun toys that NVIDIA is putting out there for you to kind of see what they're building and how you can interact with that in some way, shape, or form. Very, very cool website, which is, again, NVIDIA Playground. We can't see it on your screen, only you again. I did it again, didn't I? Yes, I did. Man, oh man. So again, this is the NVIDIA Playground. If you come in here, there's demos that you can play with. And I want to thank you, Afia, for helping me out. I love you. So nice of you. So here, there's all these different things that you can play with and get involved in and try out. There's lots of different places like this. So there's also Google Collab, and I'll bring that up now. And I will also bring up GitHub, because I want everybody to understand everything. I'm going to give you all the pieces to the puzzles, friends. So Google Collab is exactly what it sounds like. It's a place to collaborate with other people on projects, or to fork off their ideas and create it on your own. So it's very cool, and what you can do in that respect. I'm waiting for it to pop up here. Okay, so here's your Google Collab page. And again, there are a lot of things. This is a whole video in and of itself. But here you can find other projects, people that are working on things that you can either become part of or use on your own for your own projects. And it's the same thing inside of GitHub. GitHub is a repository for people to leave open source projects that they've built, and call it the entire building of what they've built, the framework, all of the systems are there for you to just grab and use in whichever way you want. So, and you can also upload your own stuff, and you make it private if you want. You can keep it for yourself, share it with other people. And so that's what GitHub and Google Collab can do for your projects. I used a lot of this in my own project, which I showed earlier, which was called Deal Commanders, where I grabbed like I think 26 different resources and put it all into one place, so that you could grab, you could have everything become one document from all of those sources, instead of having to, grab from each place. So the next thing I want to share with you guys out of the workbook, which is my the module 5 and or really the bonus module, is this last link, if I could find it. Yeah, I believe this is it. Yeah. So this is the internet marketing link. And in this one, what I'm going to do is I'm going to share with you how to create your own logo, how to create your own brand identity, how to create your own company, how to have your own products and how to write your own book. We're going to do all that real quickly, and that'll be the end of our day together. But at that point, I would say that you pretty much have every single piece of the puzzle that you need to be able to create pretty much anything you want in your life. So this is the internet marketing. It's in your workbook, but I will post this now in the comments so everybody has it. And this is a PowerPoint kind of presentation through Google. And we'll go through this really quickly. So we'll just make it a slideshow here for you. So this is what we're about to go through. Who are you? What are you into? How to promote yourself, how to break down what a video should be made of, how to make your own brand, the whole concept of what a brand is, whether you are known or unknown as the brand identity, how to write your own book, how to make your own products, everything. We're going to go through all of this right now. So the question I ask is, who are you? What makes you tick? What makes you feel alive? And what is your passion? Because there's something that you do every single day already in your life in some way, shape, or form that people ask of you and say, oh my God, that's amazing. I can't believe you do this. Or these cakes that you make are amazing, or whatever it is. There's something that you do already that other people love that you do for them in some way, shape, or form. And this is what I want to help you learn how to find a way to make money off of that, right? A way to live your passionate dream and be able to do what you want in your life without having to work for somebody else's dream. So the first part of this is understanding a brand as a color, a shape, a smell, an idea, a feeling, a tactile touch. And when you start to really understand every other brand that's out in the world, you understand that they do this very well. And if you look at the colors here in this, you can see why these colors are using these, or why these brands are using these colors and what they represent for the unconscious or the subconscious mind in some way, shape, or form. So as you can see, red is strength or passion, yellow is intellect or joy, energy, blue is loyalty, trust, intelligence, green is freshness, growth, safety. So the first thing you have to ask yourself is, out of those things that we just heard, those emotional feelings, which one is your brand? Which one is your feeling? And then from there, we can move into this next idea, which I called the brand IEPP. It stands for intellectual, emotional, physical 1, and physical 2. Physical 1 would be to eat, and physical 2 would be to replicate. And if we want to break down this into brands, as we did a second ago with the color imagery, you can say that the intellectual would be Google, because you go there to ask questions, you go there to find the answer. If you want the emotional, it's Facebook, because that's where you go to have your relationships, where all of your family is, where your connections are. Physical, in feeding yourself, whether that be a good thing or a bad thing, is Amazon, because you can get it in a couple hours or even just 2 days. And then the physical is Apple. And when you say physical 2, like that's replication of myself. And it represents that you have more money, that you went to a better school, and that you live in a better neighborhood just by owning an iPhone. That's what it represents. It's crazy, but that's what the brand has been able to do. And over time, funny enough, Apple was able to run through all of those brand identities until it landed on this last one. I'm not going to play this video for you. I'm going to ask you to go ahead and watch it. It's quite long, but this video is quite amazing. Scott Galloway, and also this video as well. Scott Galloway is an absolute genius, NYU professor, and I ask you to please watch those 2 videos on your own time. But they filled with amazing information about the same things that I'm talking about. He actually pulls out a map of people who own Androids and people who own iPhones, and per capita, the areas in which the real estate is higher, iPhones are used, and where the real estate is lower, Androids are used. Just showing you what it is. This is what I've deemed, I call the art of the cool. And the first section of this is you have to be a nerd about something. You have to be super involved, and you have to love the minutia of whatever that is. It could be engineering, it could be guitar making, it could be magic, it could be card tricks, anything. But as soon as you become really nerdy in that thing, you're on the first level of what I call the art of cool. The second thing that you have to do in this brand identity creation is you have to be able to create a silhouette of yourself that is memorable to everyone else. So one that I think of is obviously Alfred Hitchcock, but one that is more kind of known in today's world would be a man with a guitar who's wearing a top hat. And you immediately know that that's Slash from Guns N' Roses. So that's a silhouette of the character of what you are. Then the next is a lesson that was taught to me by a friend of mine who used to be Ronald McDonald. And every year they would go to a convention that was called The Top of Mind. And in this convention, one of the things they would teach all of the Ronald McDonalds is how to say and do nothing but be the thing that everybody wants to look at and want to talk to. And so this is that lesson. And that right there is how to walk into the room, exude presence and energy, where people go, oh, who is that? Why is that person here? How do you do that? And the more that you can really be a nerd, again, I'm going to go back, the more that you can be fully understanding of what you're trying to teach someone, the more you understand that thing, the more, it's the word I'm looking for here. Kent, what's the word I'm looking for here? If the more you know something, the more you're
Expert, comfortable.
Comfortable, I guess expert. I was going for when you're walking into a room and you know yourself and you know what you're talking about. There's a confidence, I guess. Confidence is the word, yes. So the more confident you can be of the information that you are giving, without ever having to say anything at all, that is when you've reached your 10,000 hours, if you will. And then the last part of this whole thing is how do you mix that all together to create this oil, if you will, that you are then going to distill as products. So the way I like to talk about that one is like Chanel No. 5 used to be a small bottle. It was made with an oil. It was very expensive. And then they created an eau de toilette, which is a version of the oiled version, but with a watered down version or an alcoholic version, which makes the perfume not last as long. But they can sell bigger bottles of it. So that's that thing that we're trying to get into now. How do we get to that next stage? So I've always said this, and I truly hold to this. An artisan is someone that repeats the same thing over and over again. And a true artist is one that is ever evolving. So what I mean by that is somebody who is a person who makes the same clay cup every day, in my opinion, is not an artist that is growing, an artist that is changing and affecting around him in a big way. And that's what I would hope you would want for yourself and for your brand and for your own life, that you want to affect everyone around you in the most positive, beautiful way. So the question then is, after we've thought of all these ideas of the color, the sound, the smell, and I didn't get into it, but I want to. If you ever have walked into an Abercrombie and Fitch, before you walked into it, you could see the wood, you could feel the campus style flavoring, the guys that were half naked, and the smell of the location. If you walk into a Victoria's Secrets, it's the same thing. Before you walk in, you're getting a certain kind of feel. As you walk in, there's a certain kind of music being played. There's a certain scent in the air that they're spraying on purpose. The clothing has a certain feeling to it. And each one of these places have this in their branding, whether it's Gap or Abercrombie or doesn't matter. So the more that you can have clarity in your own heart and mind of what your brand is, the better you're going to be able to distill that brand into the different products or different ideas that you want to share with the world. And in that way, when you do it, it won't be a 3.5 hour, 4 hour YouTube video where you're giving everybody everything at once. There you go. So the question you want to know here is, do you want to be known or do you want to be unknown? If you're going to be known, then that means you are going to be the face of the brand. You are going to be the person that people come to and the people that get upset with whenever something goes wrong or does not work out. If you want to be unknown, then that means you are going to be behind the scenes and either a brand logo or a brand identity will be in front, i.e. Ronald McDonald's is a clown, and that's who you're going to sue when you get angry. Obviously, you're suing the CEO or whoever, but in the end, it's a clown that you're suing. So what do you want to be? Do you want to be known or unknown? And if that's the case, you have to start thinking about how the brand interacts with the world around it, and how you yourself are also going to are going to interact. And when I say that, I ask people, is your brand local, national, or international? And how would you interact and react as that brand based on that level of where you are? If you're a local pizzeria, you're not going to, get involved in any kind of, international or even national situation that might be something that you're not involved in, but something that might be the high school next to your pizzeria, you want to be totally involved in. And you want to be the person that brings the pizzas to every football game. So there's different ways that you would interact and react based on whether you're local, national, or international in the branding ideology. So now what we're going to do is we're getting into writing a book. And the reason that we're writing a book is first we came up with the brand, the idea, or the concept that you want to share. And now what we're going to do is take the whole concept and we're going to break it down into 10 chapters. That's basically how we want to do this. And each chapter you want to break down into 2 to 4 sections. So if we were going to do writing a book, for instance, we would do how we would make the chapters of that book. So first we would want to, how to write a book would be the name of the book, right? And so chapter 1, writing a book is fun and it can have a lot of pitfalls, but if you just do this, this, and this, we're going to get there, right? So what's the first thing? First, you have to do research on what you're going to write about. The second thing is you're going to put together the ideas of those chapters. And the chapters are going to be simply how to write a book, and you're going to put those into those chapters, right? First is research, then is make your table of contents, then first chapter, write the how-to form of this, second chapter, how to make that. You get what I'm saying here, folks, right? And if you don't, and you're like, how do I do this? This is so complicated. ChatGPT, go to large language model and say, hey, I'm a good baker of cakes. Let's go back to Susie. And I want to teach people how to make cakes. And I want to write 10 chapters on how to make cakes. And here are all my cool skills and all the fun things that I've learned along the way. And you add all that in, and then you press enter, and it starts to write. And we went through that process. We go through each chapter one by one. Now, if you are trying to write the book yourself and you're like, I don't want ChatGPT to write my book for me, Fine, no problem. You go and grab a text to voice on your phone, and you also grab a voice recorder. So you have both text to voice and voice recorder, because maybe the text to voice doesn't do it very well. And now you have yourself, and you can even do it with the camera. So now you have all three. So what you're doing is you're building a repository here of what you're going to be able to share with other people later. You'll be able to share this book, or you'll be able to share the 10 steps on how I made my book, or the 10 steps on how you can make a book, or I'll give you my free guide. And that leads them down this primrose path to the person that is you and the product that is you. And that's what we want here. So once we've gotten into this, how to write a book, we're going to do this in how to write a book in 10 hours now. So each one of those sections that we've created, that's maybe 2 or 4 sections long, I want you to just talk into your voice recorder for 10 to 15 minutes. So if you can do 10 to 15 minutes on each subject of what you're talking about, and you can go all the way through all 10 chapters, that's 400 hours of talk, or something like 40 hours of talk. It's 40 hours of talk. If you're doing 15 minutes, 4 chapters per, or 4 sections per chapter, and that's 10 chapters, that's like 40 hours of talking, which if you do it with only 10 minutes or 15 minutes at a time, it doesn't feel like a lot. It's not this big mountain Everest that you're going to have to climb to try and finish. You're just going to do one little section at a time, one little step at a time. And before you know it, you'll have this entire book on how to do whatever it is that you want to do. And it doesn't have to be the entirety of anything. It could just be one small, tiny thing that you were able to win at life, or you were able to challenge yourself, and what was the lesson that you learned and who you became afterwards. That in itself can become a 10-chapter book for other people to take a lesson in how to change their own lives in the way that you changed your life, in the books that you read or the things that you learned. And that's, I mean, with all the things that I've shared with you, you can make that happen. So the next part here is how to make products, how to have your own products. Now, the thing I want to share is either Printful or Printify. And the reason I asked you to do this isn't because it's going to be the most lucrative, isn't going to be the most amazing products. They can be, dependent on what products and what branding you use. But it does allow you to have a store, and it allows you to have it for free, and it allows you to have it today. I mean, literally today. All you do is go to Printful, you sign in with your email address, and you're able to upload an image. So let's say, and we'll just do this really quickly, we're going here to Gemini, and let's just say I have Susie's baking, Susie's cakes, and I need a logo. Okay. Oh, sorry. Forgot to tell her to make me a logo. Okay. So make me a logo for Susie Cakes. So something super simple. I'm not like, obviously I'd go a little bit further here. I'd take out things I don't like, add things in, whatever I would do to make it better. But for all intents purposes, what we're trying to do right here is just show you, look, we just made Susie Cake's logo. We can even just take the logo very quickly. And we can now go here to our Printful. And let's sign in real quick, see if it'll let me. Oh, okay. It's making me sign in this way. Okay. Okay. So here it's like, as it just says, start selling, and they will allow you to have your own little store. And maybe it was, I'm going to show you on Printify, I think maybe is what I was using last time. Yeah. And Printful, Printify, there's so many different stores that are like this, that are the same kind of thing. But Printify is one of the ones that's easy. And again, it allows you to have your own store, and you can have this up and running in very short amount of time, by just, again, creating a logo like we just did, finding one of the apps that works for you. And a lot of these, Printful and Printify, I believe, they both connect to like Amazon stores and stuff like that. But if you don't want to do that, you can very well just go in here and create your own store. And what they have is what they call it a pop-up store. And I want to show you, for instance, here's the pop-up store that I have. It's called Fight Trump. I was just having fun. And here are all the different products that you can create. Now, what's crazy here is that all of this is drop shipped products. Oh, sorry, you're not seeing it. So these are all the products that I've made. Now, granted, I'm not really doing anything other than showing you what you can do here. But you can go in, and the catalog allows you to make any kind of shirt, hoodie, anything you want. So let's go ahead and just go ahead. We're going to make a t-shirt. And we want to use this nice, easy t-shirt, $12. And I'm going to upload the photo that we just got from Susie's. And we're going to see that now on the shirt. We can choose what color shirt we want. We can, all of it. And it's very, very simply done. We're going to upload this photo of Susie's bakery or Susie's cakes. We can make this as large as we want. So we're going to do it nice and big. Kind of crop out all that other stuff. Boop. And we're going to go ahead and preview it. And we can even preview it with a model. There we go. We got Susie's cakes. And I think you're seeing. Oh, no, you're not. Okay, let me do it again. Sorry, guys. So here you are. We are finished. We have now Susie's cakes with models wearing the shirt. And of course, we can change the positioning if we want or whatever else. So now we've gone through creating the logo very quickly to having product, and we can now go back here and we can go back to our stores, and you can create more than one store. So as you can see here, I have three or four different stores, and all you do is just click on add new store, and you can put in new logos, new products, whatever, into that store. And it's very simple by just going to the catalog, picking what kind of product you want. And there's all kinds of stuff. They have cups and towels, and you could even make painted, you can have an image that you can put onto a canvas. So all of these things you can now have on your own with your own product. And you're not spending a dime to make any of these. These are going to be made as they buy them. So you never have to have this as a warehouse. You never have to have this as all this product that you spend out of pocket before. Now, granted, and I said this before and I'll say it again, it may not be the most amazing because you're not getting full retail value or on the back end. But your return on investment is nothing. Well, your return is your time and your energy to create some products and then post it. And then if somebody buys it, then you're already starting a brand identity and you're already able to put out books. So let's do that. You want to put out some books? This is called KDP Publishing. It's kdp.amazon. And I'll share this page with you guys now so you can see it. And here, Kindle, which is what this is called Kindle Direct Publishing. This allows you to take the idea that we took earlier on, right, which is to write your own book. If you wanted to even put images and make a children's book like we were doing, where we started making one, you can take that and create a book. And you can make it either an ebook, a paperback, or a full hardcover style book. And the process is very simple. It's make the book inside of Google Docs, add the pages, then download it as a PDF, and then come here and you create a new title very simply. You upload the image, and if you don't have one, it helps you make an image for the cover. You upload your book. You put a price and how much you would like to make on each time the book sells. Press enter, wait 72 hours, and your book is live on the internet. So now you have the ability to, let's see, make whatever you want as far as an app or some kind of image or a video or a song. You can distribute for almost nothing. So I distribute all of your music for $50 a year. If you want to distribute your music videos and your music, it's $150 or $200 a year. But that's as many songs as you want to release in 1 year. And if you could make one song in an hour, and you can make a music video that goes along with that song in 2 or 3 hours, so you can make one video a day, music video a day if you'd like, and release it to the world. I promise you, somewhere along the way, someone's going to hear one of your songs. Just saying. You can do the book. You can easily write a book, and that book will lead you down the primrose path to being able to release that to the public through KDP. That gives you your attention. And let's get back. I want to real quick, when we're here in this section of the marketing, I want to get into the idea of what's called proofing, to prove yourself to other people. And the easiest way to do this is this 3 steps. And the first step is have 3 people that have testimonials of you saying how great your product or whatever it is that you did fixed their life in some way, shape, or form, took away their pain point. The second thing is an explanation of how and why you do what you do. And the last is to connect with you. And all of this should be done in 1 minute. So the first is 15 seconds, is 3 5-second videos of people exalting your praise. The next 30 seconds is you in an interview style situation where you're explaining who it is and what you do and why you do it. And then the last 15 seconds should be how those people should be able to connect to you and find you either through social media, through a website, or through some kind of contact so that they can start a business relationship with you. And so we just broke down that. Now let's break down what is a funnel and what, if you've heard this idea. So a funnel should be someone searching for something or somebody finding you on social media through video or through an image that you've created that gives them enough want to go down into finding you and your website or your product. So you're going to go from Google to YouTube. YouTube goes to their usually catches them to a website, and that website is usually going to be some kind of email capture so that you can start to gather the information about the type of people that are coming towards your site. Then from there, you're going to have that email go into an automated email responder of some sort. You can use apps like MailChimp or even use Google, and you can set up emails that go out. Be careful with Gmail. You can only send 500 a day. But that should lead to some type of 3-tier sales funnel. And a 3-tier sales funnel should be bronze, silver, gold, or silver, gold, platinum, VIP, however you want to do it. And I'm sure you've seen this a million times. So the free package, as I mentioned earlier, is from your main thing that you built, whatever that is, whether it's the book or a video series, you're going to have something that you want to give away for free to other people so that they'll be interested in coming to you. So, for instance, I give away my free AI resource guide. This weekend, for the last 4 hours, I have given you my time and energy to share with you what is AI and how you can use it in your life. So that's my free thing. Then the next thing would be a bronze, pay me $25 to $75, and I'll give you my better version of the resource guide that helps you make money. Then the next one would be spend $250 with me, come to my class, and I'll teach you my course, which you can have on, let's say, something like Go High Level. And if you haven't heard of Go High Level, allow me to share that with you. It is an amazing website that allows you to create an entire business and have everything that you need, from a CRM to creating products to social media posts. It's just an everything platform for a business. At $100 a month, it's super worth it if you're in business to really make money, because it becomes a nominal amount of money when you are making real money in the world. So check that out. It's called Go High Level. Please go look at it. It's amazing. From there, when we are here in the sales funnel breakdown, you have your bronze, your silver, then your gold. Like I said, your VIP. Your gold package could be something like you get a one-on-one hour with me on the phone, or you get a weekly group with 25 people that all get to ask me questions once a week. We do a 1-hour powwow and we see how your business is doing, whatever. And then the VIP super amazing would be spend $10,000 and you get a one-on-one lunch with me, and we go out and we talk and I help you with your business, right? So this is what you're ending up going towards. Well, doesn't matter what product you have, whether it's seats at a theater, or you're selling a painting or a song or whatever. You want people to, once again, remember how we were talking about making the oil and distilling it down as a perfume, or distilling it down as something that is the same brand name and the same quality and the same feeling and smell and everything else, but it's a different product that fits that ecosystem. And it makes sense for that to be there. So this next video is how to build your own company for $50. It's a couple of years old, but the guy in this has done very, very well for himself, showing you how to make your own t-shirt company that he started for $50, and he's now a multimillionaire. You can do this. Anybody can do this. At the end of this, I'm saying, hey, if you need any help, if you need me for anything in your life, please let me know. I'd be more than happy to share with you. My voice is going 3-4 hours nonstop. If you have any questions whatsoever, please reach out to me. My website is pauldavidcarpenter.com. I'll put that out here right now. If you want to talk about getting into agentic agents, you want to start moving into using other programs like Pinocchio, which I didn't even mention. And I should kind of show you guys because it's fun. Pinocchio allows you to use GitHub repository programs on your computer without having to know how to download the code and put things in certain spots. It just does it for you. And that's Pinokio. I'm going to write it down for you. Pino, Pinocchio with a KIO. And if you just look up Pinocchio, you can download some really cool things. Then there's another one that's called Olama. And Olama allows you to download a large language model onto your own computer. So now you're not having to pay ChatGPT or Claude or this, that, and the other. Now, bear with me, they are resource heavy. So if you don't have a good computer that can handle it, maybe don't go that direction. But Olama does have a cloud service. So you can still use that, and you can use all of the large language models in one place. So it has, DeepSeek, Minstrel, Quinn, whatever, and they have a bunch of cloud versions that you can use. And you can download those if you want. You could, on the other hand, if you wanted to, you could get a virtual server space on the internet, and then you could upload that into a virtual server space as well as an agentic model like Maltbot or any of the other ones that are out there. And then you can have that agentic model be ran by this large language model. Here, I'll go this direction. This large language model, which then is the car, and then you have a driver that goes in that car. Now, the thing that's cool is that these agentic models are exactly like that. They're like cars. Some are Lamborghinis. Some are trucks. Some are, and they have different ways of handling different terrain, i.e. one does better making images, one does better making music, one does better writing code. And if you put a agent that is, or the large language model, I should say, inside of a car that it just doesn't work well with, you're not going to get good responses. But as soon as you put a sports car driver inside of the sports car, oh my God, your agentic agent turns into this thing where it's like 24 hours a day, and it's creating all these other bots, and it's making all of the work that you used to have to do kind of just disappear. So if you want to get into that and you want to learn more about that, there are many different ways. Follow me on Facebook. Follow me on social media. I post constantly. I'm also live every single day on Twitter with a group called Quantum Economics. That's QE.finance. If you want to check them out, I'll add you in here real quick. That in particular, QE.finance is the reason that I have deal commanders. And so with all of that, my friends, I hope that today, with this, it was like 4 hours. If you had fun with me, say thank you. Send me a message. Tell me what you did. Show me your projects. Send me stuff. I want to see what you've created. I want to see the videos, the images, the projects, the websites, whatever that you're building. Send it to me. Let me see it. And with that, thank you so much for coming today. Thank you for hanging out with me. I love you all, and I'll see you on the other side.